Hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Hanif Ismujiwanto with last three with student number 122 111 233 180. I'm going to present you about what is cultural studies. So what is cultural studies? Cultural studies is an interdisciplinary field that emerged in the mid-20th century, primarily in the UK and the US, and has since become a globally recognized field of inquiry. According to the seven sources cited, cultural studies is defined as an academic field that examines the relationship between culture and society. This field is characterized by its focus on a wide range of cultural practices, including literature, art, music, film, television, fashion, and popular culture, and its commitment to understanding how culture is produced, consumed, and interpreted in different social, historical, and political contexts. Cultural studies also incorporates a range of theoretical approaches from fields such as Marxism, feminism, post-structuralism, and postcolonialism to explore how power relations are produced, maintained, and challenged through cultural practices. According to Fisk in 1992, cultural studies is an attempt to produce a critique of the relationship between culture and power. And it seeks to uncover the ways in which culture is used to reinforce or challenge existing power structures. The study of cultural practices, has been a central focus of cultural studies, and the field aims to provide a critical understanding of the ways in which cultural practices reflect and shape society. This includes examining how cultural practices can be used to reinforce or challenge dominant cultural norms and values, and the ways in which they intersect with issues of race, gender, class, and sexuality. According to McRobbie in 1994, cultural studies focuses on the profoundly political nature of cultural practices and the way in which they are used to produce and maintain system of power and inequality. One of the key features of cultural studies is its interdisciplinary nature. As noted by the story in 1996, cultural studies draws on a range of disciplines and approaches to examine cultural practices, including literary studies, sociology, anthropology, history, and media studies. This this interdisciplinary approach allows for a more nuanced and complex understanding of cultural practices and their relationship to society. Cultural studies is also characterized by its commitment to understanding the ways in which cultural practices are shaped by broader social, economic, and political structure. According to Hall in 1996, cultural studies is concerned with understanding how culture works within a wider social and political context, and how cultural practices are used to shape and maintain social norms and values. Grossberg in 1997 notes that cultural studies seeks to understand the complex and often contradictory ways in which culture operates in society, is used to challenge or reinforce dominant power structure. Another key aspect of cultural studies is its focus on popular culture. According to Barker in 2000, cultural studies has a long-standing interest in popular culture and seeks to understand how popular cultural practices reflect and shape broader social and cultural trends. McRobbie in 1994 notes that cultural studies is concerned with exploring the social and cultural significance of popular cultural practices and understanding how they are consumed and interpreted by different groups of society. In recent years, cultural study has faced a number of challenges, including the need to remain relevant in an ever-changing social and political landscape. According to Grossberg in 1997, cultural studies must continue to evolve and, and adapt to new cultural practices and technologies, and to address the emerging challenges of globalization, neoliberalism, and new forms of inequality. In conclusion, cultural studies is an interdisciplinary field of inquiry that examines the relationship between culture and society. It seeks to provide a critical understanding of the ways in which cultural practices both reflect and shape social, economic, and political structures, and so promote a more informed and engaged approach to cultural analysis and interpretation. Cultural studies draws on a range of theoretical approaches and disciplinary perspectives, and is characterized by its focus on popular culture. Its commitment to understanding the ways in which culture is shaped by broader social and political. So these the sources that I take from the internet. There are 7 sources that I use to make this presentation. So this is my presentation. Thank you for your time to listening to my presentation, and see you.